What's up, everybody? It's Josh from Off Brand Horror back with another horror movie review. Today we will be talking about Child's Play 2. Came out in 1990, and here's a quick synopsis before we get into it. Look out, Jack. Chucky's back. When Andy's mother is admitted to a psychiatric hospital, the young boy is placed in foster care, and Chucky, determined to claim Andy's soul, is not far behind. There was some stuff that kind of bugged me about this movie just thinking back to the first one. Like, maybe it's explained somewhere down the line, maybe it's like lore that's out there on the internet now that's like, no, you missed this small little detail. But for me, the mother got taken away to like the psychiatric ward, and then what happened to the cop? The cop in the first one witnessed the whole thing. In fact, 2 cops witnessed it. The second one came in and didn't believe it at first and like walked the head into the bathroom, was like, this is just a toy. And then Chucky like burst it from the vent. So they both knew it. And I don't recall in the first movie them being like, let's all keep this a big secret. Especially if the mom is about to be taken to a psychiatric ward, but the police officers weren't, or they just kept their mouths quiet and were just like, yeah, she's crazy, even though we literally just fought this doll with her. And they just let this woman get taken away and her child be sent off to foster care? For everyone to call the kid crazy too, whenever you know that the kid's not crazy either? That part bugs me, and maybe it's explained later in the series. I don't know. That part bugged me the entire movie. Other than that, it was a decent movie. It wasn't like boring or anything. It was just basic. It was Chucky, you know. It was almost like they were just redoing the first one, but not as good in a way, and putting them in different circumstances. Worst foster parents in the world, though. Why are you even foster parents? Like, the first thing they do, they like talk about him in the front seat, like while he's in the back, like, I don't know this kid. And then they get him home. The kid does what kids do and is like looking at stuff. And he's like, don't touch this. It's very breakable. And we've got it down here, waist level, where any child can reach it. And you must never touch this because it's very, very important to us. And we're foster parents and we foster a bunch of children because that's what we've dedicated our lives to doing. And yet we keep very breakable, very valuable things in the reach of children. Do you understand, Andy? Do you understand? And then just the whole time talking about him, you know, just he believes it was a doll, and I understand that he was almost murdered and all this crazy stuff is happening to him and he has every right to be traumatized. But I mean, as foster parents, are we supposed to deal with traumatized children? I'd say that's one of the main things you should be ready for, you know? Well, let's return this one. Let's return this child, because I'm not in this to help children. I'm in this to look good for my rich friends. No pun intended, I'm taking a stab in the dark here because I don't understand why you would be freaked out about a traumatized kid when that's your whole thing, right? Child's Play movies, I either love them or hate them. They're either like, I find them really enjoyable, or I'm like, this was so ridiculous, but I gotta be respectful to my fellow ginger, you know. I was called Chucky many times growing up. Go figure, you know. When I was a teenager, I did kind of look like an emo Chucky. The hair was pretty close. I've seen Chucky dolls like in Spencer's and stuff like that, and like they'll have the hair in front of the face. Because it's like a makeshift, like not like a good replica doll, I guess. But it'll be Chucky and it'll have the hair in the face. And I'm like, hey, look, that's me. Shout out to Squeaky Clean on TikTok. I saw he did a Chucky meme the other day, like a little video on TikTok, and it was pretty funny. Let's look at some Letterboxd reviews. Amaya says, I know I'm supposed to be scared of Chucky, but look at this guy. He's so short. Look at his little legs kicking around. I'm gonna pick him up. Yeah, Molly says, does no one in the Child's Play universe understand how trauma works? That's literally what I was just talking about. Josh says 3 stars, almost entirely padding until the Toy Factory finale, but the Toy Factory finale rips. That's 100%. 100% agree with that. In fact, I would even agree with that rating. I rate Child's Play 2 3 stars out of 5, and I will catch you next time for another horror movie review.